You know, it truly is amazing. People have misused and abused God, all that God is about, in such a way that it is resented. It's almost like people hate to hear anything about God in relationship to their daily lives. And I have to come before you, and sometimes I wish there was another way to say the truth and exclude what we consider God to be, if we consider it that force that is responsible for all existence. The short way of saying it. And yet, when I look at all that I have learned, all that has been given to me through experience that comes naturally, and spirits, or should I say, that which comes to you, you have no explanation for. And as I look at it and try to evaluate what would be good to me, and I think about how wonderful life is and how beautiful life can be, and as I apply that to me, I apply that to everyone, and I think that everybody would want a wonderful life. And then I try to seek out amongst the way things have been done, things that have been recorded, to see how it is possible to achieve such an end. And there are some things that you can see that does some good, some better than others, but nothing that takes care of that beautifulness for everyone. And so the desire, the search is there. It is tuned, seeking for. And out of nowhere, a vision appears. And it says how to do things. And the way to do it is consistent with the power that is responsible for all creation, all growth. And I find that that is not being followed. And because I see it, it makes the path clear how to achieve these things. And when I see how to achieve it, God is the center and the core of it all. And while I know it might offend you, my desire to see your dreams come true requires that I tell you the truth as I see it. And that is this, that we are all wonderful. We are so wonderful. We are indeed wonderful. We were made to be wonderful. We were made to live wonderfully. Everything that is required today, tomorrow, and forever to come is already in existence. All we have to do is be tied, be in tune with the song. Be in tune with the song. And that means basically we all have a dream. We all have a desire. And we all have the right to express that dream, to express the pursuit of that desire through what we would call, in today's terms, a career that allows you to participate in whatever it is that you do. Is not by happenstance. It was designed specifically to fit in a particular pattern, and it is needed, and it is as important as any other. And yet we all have it, but none more important than the other. And it must move by the same fuel. The fuel is love. And that is doing as to others, keeping that as a center core, as we would have others do unto us, recognizing that we are the expressions of God. We see God as love. We see, every last one of us see God as love now. And in seeing God as love, it is our responsibility to represent God in that which God has given us to do. And that basically doesn't mean being better than somebody else, but being better than less than yourself. In other words, being the best you can be. Everybody. And you're doing what you want to do. Doing what you want to do, the greatest reward of life is to know what it is you want to do and having the opportunity to do it. My. Need I say more about that? And the resources, it allows us as people, as human beings, to create every good and service that we now use and eliminate that which is waste that which is working toward our human destruction. We eliminate that. But we grow. We create the goods and services that we, the people, have determined is essential and necessary for us. And we grow on that. Because that is what God is doing. This is God creating flying cars, creating whatever we can imagine. There is goodness in it. Eliminate the lie, the deceiver that's saying there's something better. There's nothing better than God. And we cannot jump ahead of God's time. So we got to be busy in today's time, taking care of today's business. My concern is the people not just here in Minnesota, the people not just here in the United States of America, but the people all over the globe, wherever you are. You were made by God. I don't care what God you might render your God. But to me, your God, to me, is my God. My God is your God. And my God loves you and wants every last one of your dreams to come true. It doesn't mean killing other folks. It doesn't mean being angry. It doesn't mean backstabbing. It doesn't mean war and terrorism. It doesn't mean any of those things. It means now you have walked into the path of everlasting life. Everlasting life. Now, me telling you this, the assurance of it, my confidence, I ask you to consider making me the next president of the United States of America. To carry forward this, what I have just shared with you. But I'm not just asking you to make me your president. I'm asking you to commit yourselves to play a major role, because this cannot be done without you. Look, God knows it must be done. That's why I see it. But God is not going to put God's hand inside this business outside of your hands. No, my friends. In order for this to be done, we the people must put our hands to it. And in order to put our hands to it, we must know what we are putting our hands to. And in order for us to know what we're putting our hands to, we got to know the plan. And in order to know the plan, you got to see the man. This is no game. And the reason the world keeps going to hell in a handbasket is because people are playing the game. People are playing the game. You're suffering. Your grandparents suffering. Your kids are going to suffer. Things will get worse and worse and worse. The evidence is that you're playing the game. I come to tell you to change it. I come to tell you to change it. The power is in your hands. Now, making me president, that means supporting these ideals. That means getting those people out of the powers of representation, Congress, who are supporting other, doesn't matter where they come from, who are supporting other ideals that maintain the status quo for the benefit of the few. Now, taking care of business, doing what has got to be done in the spirit of love. We're not out trying to curse anybody. We're not out trying to persecute anybody. We understand, according to the Spirit, that everything these have done that are walking contrary to the plan I just shared with you, it has been learned and it's innocent. They have done it as you have done it, not knowing any better. Not knowing any better. And when someone comes along who in the past have been given some enlightenment, the most evil ones, the ones that are most committed to keeping you in bondage, have it set up that they can kill everyone. Well, I want you to remember this, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm killed, remember this. This is not about me. I'm not just the head, something that they can be shot off and you be left ignorant. I don't care if they kill me. And you got to not care if they kill you. But you cannot care like that unless you're for real. So I'm telling you, stop playing church. I'm telling you, stop playing these games. Nobody's fooled. Nobody's fooled. The young people not fooled. The system not fooled. You know, like, fed up, ain't gonna take it no more. Walking around with those picket signs to a certain number of hours, then going back home, taking it some more. Everybody know the game that's being played. We're looking for some people. We're looking for you who have said, it's over. And you and I, we'll talk more about the presidential thing later, but I just want you to eat to digest what we've had here today. And I want to thank you so very much for listening, and I want to see you get busy taking care of God's business. But you can't do it if you fake it. You can't do it if you playing game. You cannot do it. But if you're real, you are the happiest person in the world today after hearing this. Bye-bye.